Hello, welcome to this fun and effective armchair workout for when you don't have a lot of time.
Welcome to onlinepilatesclasses.com, the most supportive Pilates-loving community across the globe. Enjoy new weekly classes from our amazing teachers. Download the onlinepilatesclasses.com app today.
All right, I'm Lesley Logan, co-founder of onlinepilatesclasses.com, and while we don't do armchair workouts with our members, I do love having some time with my armchair. I think it's a really great tool to use as a warm-up to my mat practice or something after my mat practice when I find I don't have a lot of connections. So feel free to put this before or after another Pilates practice you already have, or do it standalone. We're going to be on our armchair in a seated position first. And then you're going to grab your handles. So my chair can be upright like this or at a further back position. So I'm going to keep it that further back position for this part. If you only have one setting, that's also going to be fine. If your chair doesn't move, it's going to make things a little bit different, but we will move through it together, and you can always put questions in the comments below. Start with the soles of your feet together, back against the chair. Breathe in to those low ribs and just feel how even or uneven you are on the chair. And then reach those arms forward. Palms facing down, draw circles up, around, and together. And you get to make them as big as you can keep your ribs on the chair. And I can feel on my left side, it's wanting to disengage as my arms go overhead. So I'm really having to breathe into that and let the springs push my arms onto my back. Go ahead and reverse. So it's one of the nice things about the armchair. These springs kind of feed and seat your shoulder on your back. So you'll breathe into those low ribs for one more circle, and then bend your elbows in. And then we're going to reach one arm forward and just circle one arm 3 times in each direction. So you can start to see like where the asymmetries might be. And reverse. We all have them, so it's really okay. What I love about Pilates is that we get to work them. Right? We can actually work on our imbalances. There's a lot of asymmetrical exercises. It's my left one that's just really struggling to stay on my back. So if you want, you can always do that other side a second time. We're going to reach both arms forward, though. We're going to lower the arms down for a rowing 3. It's like a chest expansion here. You're going to lift those arms up overhead and hold it. The springs are going to want to pull your arms back further. So you have to stay standing in those springs and then open your arms wide to the side. Hug, hug, hug all the way down. Bend those elbows. Reach forward. Find your chest expansion. Broad open chest. Arms reach. They lift up and open. And we often like to skip this amazing part here. Reach forward. Lower the arms. I know I do. You spot it. You got it. Lift those arms up. Open wide to the side. All right, you're going to take your arms from your hips. We're going to round forward and reach. The chair, if it moves, will roll with you, which is really nice. I can pull my lower back into the chair. And as I roll up, the chair and I will meet. I'm going to stand in my springs, land, and then circle around. And again, reach forward. So you get to practice rolling off the chair. Pull your waist back. You and the chair meet and circle the arms around. One more time. Reach it forward. Lift it up. Stand on the chair with your back, stand your feet into the ground, bend those elbows. All right, shave and hug. So you have 2 options today. You can reach your hands behind your head and up with your back up against the chair. Squeeze those feet together, or you can actually sit up really tall and reach those arms up. Let's do 3. You pick the adventure you want to have. And then hug in the same place. So I'm going to stay sitting up for the hug. This is really a challenge for me because it's hard for me to find my tall back. But when I sit against a chair, I've kind of nailed it. So this is the next challenge for me. We'll do 2 more hugs. If you have my flashcard deck for the chairs, I actually did include all the different advanced variations of shave, hug. There's actually one more, which we might get to today. So let's go ahead and keep our soles of our feet together. We're going to go boxing. So you can just sit upright and box, punch. A lot of times people like to punch one of their shoulders, try to punch in like across your body a little bit while keeping your back up against the chair. So a minor twist, but you're still pulling back. If you want more, you start to punch forward, and we're boxing for 8 counts to get down here. So our chest goes parallel and we box parallel to the floor 8 times. And then you're going to box back up 8 times. Meet the chair, box yourself all the way back. Go ahead and box back down again. Let's go. 8 times, box. Stay here for 8. And then box back up for 8. Oh my goodness. I mean, cardio, right? So you can actually, let's do that advanced shape. You're going to go where you were for your boxing, fingertips together, body is reaching over the floor, and then you shave parallel to the floor. You try. Reached. Let's do 4. This always makes me have to pull my waist back so much so that I don't get stuck in my hip flexors. And then rise up and lean back. Whew. All right, go ahead. Shake out those arms. Let's come up to kneeling. So this is where I'm going to add my block back into place. I'm still working on really working with the springs because my arm back connection is the hard part of my back that loves to disconnect, which is why I love working with my chair. So I'm going to have my heels together. Knees are apart, but they're hugging towards each other. If you're newer to this, you can lean up against the chair. I'm going to stay here and pull the arms back for a chest expansion. So what I love is you can really get those arms past you more than on the reformer. And I can look forward, arms forward, and again, reach. Now, if the chair moves around, that's okay. In fact, it's fine for the chair to close. What we don't want is for it to bang around. So we want to close the spring, pull it back, look, and then look forward and forward. 2 more. And last one. Now, what's really fun is you can also take the arms just a little wider. So not totally in a T, but just wider. And you can pull back sort of like you're doing T-pull on the reformer. Can you do this without pulling your lower back forward? Use your center to keep yourself upright. 1 more. Whew, awesome. Okay, so now I'm going to take one handle, hook it up, and I'm going to kneel facing one side. So because the chair is at an angle, I am going to use some pads to even it off. You can also be in a lunge where you have one knee on and 1 foot forward. I'm going to put my knees together though. I really like to work my inner thighs this way, but you do want to level off. Some Contrology who makes my chair, they have a little wedge, so you can actually make that even and flat. So you're going to take one arm out to the side. This arm, the outside arm is going to hold the spring first. And you want to leave this upper arm where it is, kind of like hug. And then you want to pull the arm open and then bend the elbow. And again, you're going to pull the arm open and bend. It's so hard to keep the upper arm bone in place. It wants to move around. It wants to pull back. But we're just going to leave it there and then find our hug. You should feel that shoulder blade kind of seat itself on the back. It's not winging off. Awesome. Go to the inside arm. This outside arm can just hug in. And we're going to reach up like we're going to shave an ear off. And you can go as high as you don't lean or veer out, right? And reach. And up. And reach. 1 more. So now we're going to alternate. We're going to open and go up. And we're going to open and reach up. 1 more time each way. And reach. Awesome. Put it back in that outside arm. Inside arm just reaches. You don't want to push this chair away. I do just tap it. And then we do a nice big tall side bend. And we're going to reach the arm up for 1. So bend and straighten the elbow. 2. And 3. Big circle all the way around. And then big circle up and around. And again, big circle all the way around. And reach down all the way up and over. Whew. Take the handle in the other arm. Both arms are going to reach out. You're going to lift both arms up simultaneously. And you're going to reach your arm wide to the side. And then up and open. And you try to control the chair closed and open. Still working on that. It's gotten so much better. I used to not even let my arm go low enough for the chair to close because it would just bang. Awesome. Okay, we get to do the other side. So if you have your pads you set up, it's tempting to put your leg against the chair. You don't want to do that. You want the chair to be able to move. So squeeze those legs together and we start with the outside arm first. Oh, goodness. Different sides, right? Oh, this one's hard for me. There we go. Sometimes you just have to watch it, right? So you open the arm up. What I love about the armchair is it's called an armchair or a baby chair, but you really have to work those legs. Switch the arm and we'll go up and bend the elbow and we'll reach it up and we'll bend. One more. All right, let's alternate. Open and then switch, reach up and open and switch, reach up. And again, open, ooh, squeeze those legs tight, switch, reach up. And we do our big side bend. So reach the arm up 3 times, bend and straighten. And then one big circle. And then reach down, out, and around. Oh, big side stretch. But we are also working the reach at the same time. Last big circle. And then switch the handle into the outside hand, or sorry, the inside hand. And you'll do up and down. Some people call this the lotus. Oh, I don't think Joe would have called it the lotus. Whew. Last one. Awesome. All right, so we're going to kneel facing out. So it's a little interesting, but you're going to do a little straddle on your chair, sort of, where you're kneeling. All right. And then your toes could touch the floor, I guess, if they touch the floor. I also just like to point them. So it's sort of like horseback. Legs are squeezing together, pinky side of the hand in the handle, and you're going to circle the arms up and around. 5 circles each direction. And then reverse. Can you keep the pinky side of your hand up? Oh, awesome. Bend those elbows. If you're like, oh my gosh, that was really hard, you can do another set, or there's always serving a platter. Bend the elbows and reach it forward. Bend the elbows, reach it forward. Bend the elbows, reach it forward. Woo! And of course, you could do a kneeling shave and hug if you want. So you can just reach those hands up, especially if you're working on that on your reformer practice. That makes it really nice. And then open the arms and hug. Awesome. All right. One of the things we're going to finish off with is another seated exercise. So go ahead and sit on your chair. It's a breathing exercise. So you want to be able to move the chair. So again, the chair needs to move. I'm going to put myself back into that extra position while we all get situated. So you want to use this as a great way to connect your breath with your movement. So you'll have your soles of your feet together. The arms will start up, right? And then you'll take an inhale here. Exhale, open the arms, hug the floor. Inhale, lift yourself up to sitting. Exhale, open the arms wide, hug the floor. Inhale, lift the arms back up to the sky. Exhale. Inhale. Stay at the top. Open the arms wide. We're going to inhale here. Exhale, arms go up and you dive. Inhale, lift the arms open. Exhale. Right, so you use the inhale to lift yourself up and the exhale to dive down. Oh, amazing. Okay, let that go. And then go ahead and just let your spine turn to the right. Roll down that right side of your spine. Use the chair to show yourself how to articulate. Roll up the right side in the twist. Unwind. Twist to the left. The outside arm just kind of drapes through. Roll down the left side. Roll up the left side. Come through center one more time each way. It's a nice little articulation of the spine and let you feel with this feedback of the chair how much you got from that mini workout. And if you are needing another workout, check out our full body intermediate mat workout. Again, great things to partner up with your chair is the mat or reformer. So check out those classes. And at onlinepilatesclasses.com, like I said, we don't have an armchair workouts for you every month, but what we do have is new reformer, mat, one to chair, and tower workouts that all have the same theme. So you can see how all the exercises work together. And on the mat, we release weekly mat and reformer workouts that are only 30 minutes long, really bite-sized, easy to digest, and help you compare yourself to yourself, which is what we are all about at onlinepilatesclasses.com. Because we want you to replace what you can't do yet with what you can. So take a look at that at onlinepilatesclasses.com/YouTube. Thank you so much for working out with me today. If you have any questions, feel free to put it in the comments below. We have free tutorials on all of these exercises we did today. So check them out on our channel and have an amazing day.